Hello and welcome to this quick and dirty design reading, or whatever you want to call it, translation of this design of Juan. Juan. I don't know Juan, and he doesn't know me, so it's actually kind of cool. Fifth line, working best with strangers, right? So, all right, we're gonna do a little bit surface level. Talk a little bit about his type, his strategy and authority, and the centers and how it's connected. I'm not really strategic with this. I'll see where it goes. And normally I only do either audio readings for my clients or the one-on-one sessions in which we really interact with each other, and my clients of course gives back some of their own experience in their life of what it is to live their design, right? And that's really important, because in the end it's all about your experience and not so much of what I tell you or what I translate from your design. In the end, it's not about what I tell you to believe that. It's about living it and see what happens for yourself. So let's talk about Juan. When you see his design here, you see there's a contrast, right? And that's the thing in every design. There's a contrast there between the colored in things, the centers and the channels, and the white things. So the white centers here, the white lines, the channels, the gates. And that contrast, I really like to have the visual also here while I'm talking about it. The whiteness is where you're kind of like open, where you're susceptible for the conditioning from outside, from other people, from the transits, and where you're more like fluid and open, where you're not fixed. It's just energies, the energies that represent those centers or those channels are what you're here to experience, to meet in this life, but not really be fixed about. And you don't have to be. That's the beauty in it, right? And then on the other hand, we have the colored in parts, and those are the energy hubs, so to speak, so the centers and the channels. That's the life force energy that is consistent within you, that's flowing here. That's always 24/7 available, and it's something that Juan, in this case, is sharing and expressing, emanating out with us, to us in the world. This is what he is here to bring, to shine from. And for Juan, when we look at his design, you see that there's 5 centers colored in. And they are colored in because they are connected together through the channels. So these energy hubs, and that's what makes them defined. That's what makes the definition. That's what makes them colored in, because they are linked together. And these channels, you can see it as like sort of like gateways or highways or roads where the energy can flow between these centers. And all of the centers obviously have a function. I'm not going to go into all of it now, but they stand for something. So when you see it, you can really look at the centers and then, see, for example, here, there's the Sacral Center, which is connected through the throat, directly here, and to this identity center, the G center, direction, love, what it's all about. And the throat, obviously, about expressing, about communicating, and putting things into action. And the Sacral Center is his most important motor for him in his life, and that's also what makes him this generator type, manifesting generator, actually. which is a subtype of the generator. And the Sacral Center is all about life force energy, sexuality, fertility, creativity, and because this center is colored in, and because it's directly connected to the throat via this channel here, you can see it here, this channel that I want to scribble a little bit, yeah. This channel here, the 3420. Really nice drawing skills, guys, really nice. Great. That center, because it's directly connected to the throat, is what makes him the manifesting generator. And it means that after he responds to things coming towards him, that's what the Sacral Center is all about, responding to life, he is really fast. He can be like, one of the fastest people to bring things into life or put things into action after he responds. Because also this channel is all about being busy and not being busy. So there's a lot of power there. It's very powerful. But the most important thing for Juan is to do all those things out of response. And maybe if you've also looked up your chart and you see that you're a generator or a manifesting generator and your strategy is to wait to respond, you're like, oh, okay, but what does that actually mean? Well, it kind of means that you're not here to initiate things into life, in your life. And basically you're responding all day, right? In the little things. It's like when you see a bird outside, or you see a nice movie, or when your cat is doing something funny and you laugh about it, that's also a response. Or when you see a funny video, or anything that is happening outside of you, and you react to that, or you have a response to that. And the thing is that we, as generators, I say we because I'm also a generator, the beauty is that we can really relax a little bit more. We don't have to go push through things, initiate, and make it all happen now, fast, and push our way through life, but really relax a little bit more, wait until life comes to us. But that's not obviously what we've been taught, and probably not Juan neither. So, well, maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know him, so could be. And this Sacral Center is really, it's magical because it draws everything in. Juan's aura is open and enveloping, and everything comes to him as long as he takes a little bit more time to wait and really let himself be in the flow without a strategy, without a goal, just be. That's really important for Juan as in his design. And that strategy, so letting everything come to him, he can decide with his sacral whether that thing or that person or that question or that email or whatever is coming towards him during the day, if it's something that he has the energy for. Because that's what the Sacral Center is also about, right? Do I have the availability? Am I available for whatever I'm responding to? Do I have that energy? Is my gut saying yes? Is this something for me? Or nope. Yes or no. It's super simple, actually, if you look at it. That's the only thing the Sacral Center can do, basically. It can say, yes, I'm available, or it can say no. That's it. And there's no awareness there. He cannot explain why there's a yes, why he has the energy for something or not. It just it's just yes or no. It's really beautiful, but can be a little scary if you discover that at some point your sacral is like, and you're like, huh? What? Why? Huh? Uh-oh. And then obviously the mind is going crazy. So, but yeah, that's something you have to, of course, train or, learn, because it might have not been something that that Juan has been doing in his life. If he's like trying to initiate things from his mind or trying to be someone who he's not. So, yeah, responding to life from this beautiful red triangle here, the Sacral Center. And actually, for Juan, there's another layer upon his interaction with life and the way he makes decisions correctly for him in his life. And when I look here, you see this beautiful brown triangle on the right, the solar plexus center. And because it's defined, when it's defined in your design, but also for Juan here, it's defined, that automatically means that this is his authority. And authority means that it's the place that you can trust, that's reliable for you to make your decisions from. And there are a lot of different authorities in human design, and can be different for you, of course. But the main thing you can remember is it's never the mind. So here's the mind, beautiful, very open here as well, but it's never the authority. So the solar plexus center, what does it mean when this is your authority? Well, basically means that you need a little bit more time. Like instant decision making for you is like, it's like a no-go. So you probably don't want to be spontaneous. So Juan, if you're listening to it, this is a little advice for you, of course. Because the solar plexus center, its mechanics, it works in a wave. It goes from high to low, and when you're emotional, that's also how we can call it, you really have that really warm energy about it, really juicy, sexy, warm energy that's also emanating out all the beauty of those emotions, right? The beauty of the highs and the beauty of the whole spectrum of that emotions. And that's something you can also embrace within yourself because it's part of you. But because of that, because you also always go like this a little bit without a reason, you're just emotional and it's part of you. You probably don't know what it's like to be unemotional. You really want to give yourself some time to wait out your wave, to ride out the wave, to surf the wave, whatever you want to call it, and to not make decisions in the high or in the low. So for Juan, what you can do is to sample your sacral response. So the or the I didn't use my head there correctly, but whatever. So the or the throughout the wave. So he can like sample it. Like, is it still or now it goes different? Oh, okay. And then wait out the wave until the waters become a little bit more clear, instead of like in the super high or the super low or whatever. He wants to, he can give himself some time to surf the wave and to check his response when the waters are a little bit more clear. Because during that period, he gets a lot of information because he can really feel into the whole thing basically from all different angles and all different perspectives, if you will. That's how I see the beauty of the emotional weight and the emotional authority. And so the best advice for you, Juan, is to sleep on it, give yourself some time, give yourself permission to tell others that you need a little bit more time to make a decision, if it involves others, of course, or especially for big decisions in your life, whether it's work, relationships, or where you want to live, those kind of things. So yeah, that's basically a little bit about Juan. And of course it's service level, and there's a lot of more to go into, but I'm not going to do that now. Yeah, this was fun. Might do it again sometime.